What's up, YouTube? It's Sion the Don, and I am back with another video. Yep, I'm back with another video. In today's video, we are going to be discussing pop culture moments that will officially have happened 10 years ago this year in 2023. That is a century. 10 years is a long time. And looking back through this, I'm like, wow, I'm only 23. 10 years ago, I was what, 13? 13, 14? Is that right, Mama? Yep, I was like 13, 14, 10 years ago. So I was like, 10 years ago is really not that long of a time ago. And let me just start with the first one, because right now I am in Phoenix, Arizona. And coincidentally, this is where the Super Bowl is happening next weekend. And no other than Rihanna is headlining. But 10 years ago this year, Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter, that is, headlined one of the greatest Super Bowl halftime shows of all time, and even reunited with Destiny's Child. It was so beautiful. Come on, that was just one of the greatest Super Bowls. But then it also makes me think like, wow, 10 years? It took y'all 10 years for another black woman to headline the Super Bowl? Really? It took 10 years? Come on, is that the world we live in? Is that America, the land of the free? Does that sound like America, the land of the free to you, Mama? 10 years? Like, come on. That's ridiculous. Also, while we're talking about that year, it would also have been 10 years. It was also the year that the blackout during the Super Bowl, during the second half of the Super Bowl. You know, that they try to blame on Beyonce and say it was Beyonce's fault from taking up all the electricity for her performance. You remember that? That was funny. That was, just looking back on this, it's just like, wow. Just good. Right, what they gonna say about Rihanna? Because Rihanna gonna do it big. Rihanna ain't finna, Rihanna finna pop out. And Rihanna ain't got no album, so she knows she gotta do something good for the fans. All right, next one. It was also during that year, 2013, VMAs, that Miley Cyrus twerked on stage, and some people were not having it. And I remember this. This is when Miley was in her Wild Girl era. I remember she came out on stage with Robin Thicke. I think he could have been performing Blurred Lines or something. We gotta look it up. 2010 was like a different year. This is funny. Yes, come on. Yeah, okay, y'all, I gotta go because we gotta get somewhere. But just real quick. I remember this. This was like a big moment when Miley Cyrus came out, when Robin Thicke was performing, it was actually Miley Cyrus' performance. And somehow, I really don't remember because this is 10 years ago, but somehow Robin Thicke was in it, and I think she was twerking on him. He was performing Blurred Line, and everybody was just talking about Miley. And I remember how Twitter and Instagram and everybody was posting the picture of the chicken, the bottom of the chicken in Miley's butt and stuff. That was just really 2010 was a funny time. 2010 was a good year. That's when life was good. I didn't have a care in the world. I didn't have any responsibilities. I didn't have to work. I didn't have to make money to pay bills. I made money to do what I want. And you still in the mirror playing with your hair. You're not ready to go.
I am ready.
The Miley Cyrus twerking at the VMAs was definitely the face of 2013. Yeah. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and get back into it. So we're continuing on with pop culture moments that will officially have happened 10 years ago in 2023. Orange is the New Black was arguably the most talked about new show. 10 years ago, I will definitely say that Orange is the New Black was probably the introduction for a lot of people to binge watching. That was the show that introduced us to binge watching for real. That show had people in a serious chokehold when it came out. And don't get me wrong, Orange is the New Black was a great show, but for some reason I could never get into it. I don't think I ever got past season 2 or 3. Yeah, I don't think I ever got too far on Orange is the New Black. It was just always, it was good, but it was just I could never just watch it. It was because I was always watching other stuff. So while Orange is the New Black was arguably the most talked about show, Beyonce changed the way artists release albums, surprising everyone by dropping her self-entitled visual album without any promotion or notice. So that was when, I never forget that moment. I was a kid, I was over my aunt's house one weekend, and I was just sitting there, and when that album dropped, I was like, oh my God. Like, when I say I bought it, because that's when, because 2 years ago, I was still in high school. I stayed with, for Christmas, birthdays, all that. I always asked for like iTunes gift cards. So it was like I always had money on iTunes. Like, I was always buying songs or albums. When I say I bought that album, listened to it from beginning to end, watched the visuals. When I say I was mesmerized, like when I say Beyonce, that was freshman year. Beyonce had me in a chokehold, for real. Beyonce had me in a chokehold freshman year in high school with that album right there. And then the way she revolutionized music and had these artists dropping on Fridays after that, and trying to drop visual albums too to keep up with the queen. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all ain't listening. And let's just leave this one here. And Robin Thicke's Problematic as Fuck, Blurred Lines. Like, that song was very problematic. Like, a song is problematic, because in college, I even had a class where I took like a music copyright class, and in the class, we discussed the blurred lines case, like the little trial. So, this is a big pop culture moment. Apple released its iPhone 5S, which included new features like a fingerprint sensor and AirDrop. Like, the iPhone 5S was like revolutionary. That was a time to be alive. When the 5S came out, I had a 5. So when the 5S came out, I wanted it so bad. I wanted it so bad. I don't know if I did have a 5S. Well, I can remember now. Because I had a 5. I know for a fact I had the iPhone 5 when it came out. I had a black one. Did I upgrade to a 5S? I don't think I ever got a 5S. I think I went from the 5 to the 6. I can't remember. But I didn't just get a regular 6. I got a 6S Plus. I can't remember now because that was so long ago. But the iPhone 5S was like, wow. That's crazy. 10 years ago, the iPhone 5S came out. And now to look where phones are now. And it's like the fingerprint sensors, like, no one wants a button now, because now the phones, you want the most screen size. Like, that's current. Like, just look at how much can change in 10 years. In another 10 years, I'll be making one of these videos talking about pop culture moments that will officially have happened 10 years ago in 2036. I mean, 2033. Like, come on, like, whew. Here's another one. Instagram used to look like this. I'm not gonna move my hand somewhere because I'm not sure where I'm gonna edit this video and where Instagram will actually be on the screen. But here is a picture on the screen. Instagram used to look like this. Like, can y'all believe that? Like, do y'all remember that? Like, some of the youngins may not remember this, but my generation, like people my age and like who've been on Instagram, who've been on Instagram, y'all remember when Instagram looked like this. And this is when Instagram was really like, you didn't see all these ads, you didn't see all this shopping stuff, you didn't have all these bots liking your story every 30 seconds, or when you follow like an Instagram famous person and then you get 5 fake pages of that person following you. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? Instagram is not what it used to be. And Instagram, it was like, I used to have motion. Like, when I had my first Instagram in 7th grade. And also, Instagram used to be for the mass. Like, you could see who was liking who pictures, who was following who was commenting on who picture. Like, right there in that little following tab, it gave you everything you needed to know. They need to bring that back. That was one of my favorite features of Instagram. You could be real messy. Okay, y'all, this is another good one. 10 years ago, a pop culture moment that will officially have happened. 10 years ago, in 2023, Oxford Dictionaries named selfie the word of the year due to a high jump in usage of the word. Like, you see how, like, when the people come together, and when the people, like, really just, like, you see the power we have? We got the word selfie, the word of the year. Really? And I wonder, was selfie even in the dictionary before that? I'm sure it wasn't. That's a word we made, selfie. What? They wasn't in the 1800s talking about let's take a selfie and had their little cameras. No, they didn't know nothing about no selfies. Ooh, I kind of said this earlier. While Netflix declared that binge watching would become the new normal for TV, and Netflix is definitely right. I think, and that's like crazy. That makes me think like we live in a culture where we want to consume, and we want everything right now, or we want as much of something as we can, and that's why binge watching I think is the new normal. Like people don't want to just watch one show and wait once a week for a show. They want to watch that whole show right now. They want to stay up all night and watch it. They want to watch it, sit up all day, just binge watching. They want to binge watch. They don't want to just watch. They want to binge watch. So I definitely agree with that. And then this one's really sad. This one really is like, Paul Walker died after his car crashed in a lamppost. Like that one right there. That one right there is R.I.P. to Paul Walker. That was sad. And especially like for me, because Fast and the Furious was like one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. I had them all on DVD. And I had my little portable DVD player, and anytime we would go out of town and be driving and traveling, or even some days when I would just be at home bored, I used to love my portable DVD player. Like that was my favorite little thing as a kid. And I used to have Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, Fast and the Furious. I had all of them. I can't remember them now, but I had all of them. Like as I got I had the one with Tyrese, I think it is. I had that one. Like, I had them all. Fast and the Furious was a good movie. Now, I'm not too sure. It seems like they do a lot. I haven't seen, like, the last 2 or 3, honestly. Okay, and then here's another one. Why Anna Kendrick had an unexpected hit with her single Cups, Pitch Perfect's When I'm Gone. That was, when that first came out, I hated it. I didn't even like the movie Pitch Perfect when it came out because it was just so many people liked it so much. It was just so annoying. Like, for real. I think this came out when I was in 8th grade. Pitch Perfect came out, it was around 8th grade for me, and I remember because I was in choir, and it was this one song, and I was like, okay, I actually do like that song. You know, like, for my people who's ever been in choir, it may be a song you don't like, but when your choir sing it, it's like, okay, it grow on you, and you love it, so now I love that song. And, the little cup, I remember people used to do that, and I remember this one kid in the class could do it. Like, that was like, that was an era for real. And I never liked Pitch Perfect till like maybe like later when I was in high school, like freshman, sophomore year. I like watched it one time like on Netflix or caught it on TV, and I was like, wow, this is really a good movie. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me while I'm there. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Hey, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone. That was that shit for real. Okay, here's another one. Khloe Kardashian officially filed for divorce from Lamar Odom. That's crazy, and that was the start of him going downhill. I'm telling you, that Kardashian curse is real. That Kardashian curse is real. Them people ain't right. Them people ain't right, for real. We ain't even gonna give them too much time. On to the next. And finally, President Barack Obama was sworn in for his 2nd term, because that is still my president. Black power, and it's Black History Month. What? It's Black History Month. We gonna read that one again, because it's Black History Month. So, a pop culture moment that officially happened 10 years ago in 2023 is President Barack Obama was sworn in for his 2nd term. Amen. Power to the people. Okay, this is another one. While Taylor Swift and Harry Styles broke up after a few months of dating. Don't get me wrong. I kind of remember this. Harry and Taylor. I remember this. I remember that. And I was never a big One Direction. I did like One Direction, let me not lie, but I liked Zayn Malik. Because Pillow Talk was that shit. Like, what was the name of? I didn't really like Harry Styles at first, but now I like Harry. Because Harry's House, that album got me in a chokehold. I hope Harry gets Song of the Year or Record of the Year. Even though I want Beyonce to win for Break My Soul, I want Beyonce to win one, and I want Harry to get a record for As It Was, because that is a beautiful song. But in the Grammys air tonight, we will be watching. All right. So y'all, that was the last one. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. We just discussed pop culture moments that will officially have happened 10 years ago in 2023. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I had to come out to like, the lighting in my room was not hidden. So I seen some light right here by the elevators on my floor. I said, I don't care. I'm about to get this done. I'm about to record right here. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know. Do you remember any of these pop culture moments? Like which one of these was your favorite? Or if you think I forgot to mention one that's important, let me know in the comments. All right, y'all. I'm going. Peace out.